Passports are a surefire way of seeing more countries throughout the world. However, not all passports have the same privileges. In today's video, we'll go over the 10 best passports in the world. Welcome to our channel, where we share with you all of the amazing places on this planet. If you're new here, we trust you're going to love this video, and if you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back. Without further ado, here we go. Number 1. Tier A Passport. Especially within the last 5 years, a crowd of entrepreneurs and self-employed professionals have been seeking to live out of their home countries. Tier A works exceptionally for such a crowd because they don't have to be restricted to a location. So, more often than not, individuals tend to take advantage of this and go where they are getting the best treatment instead of succumbing to the rules of their home country. However, not all countries are visa-free for some passport holders. Therefore, so many people go for a second passport, which has become something every entrepreneur and digital nomad has their eye on, not only for travel purposes. A second passport protects your finances, business, and overall a higher quality travel experience. A Tier A passport is a European passport indicating your American citizenship. Having this passport means you can go anywhere in the world. However, this comes with its obligations. Becoming a Tier A passport holder means you're a taxpayer in the United States, which will add a financial burden to your income. So while this is an excellent passport for accessibility and benefit, it might not be the right option for you, especially if you're looking to pay less and are okay with not being able to obtain a visa for a few countries. This brings us to the next big thing. Number 2. Luxembourg Passport. This country stands out to many people for different reasons because it offers much more than just visa-free travel. In addition to allowing you to travel to more than 180 countries without a permit, this passport will make connecting flights much easier because you won't have to stall at the airport. At the same time, your ticket undergoes a thorough inspection. However, these 189 countries exclude some in Asia and Africa. So if you're more prone to traveling to such countries, a different passport specific to these areas will be your best bet. But overall, if you're looking to travel without restrictions, save for extreme situations such as pandemics and epidemics, then this passport will have you treated like gold. As for taxation for our Luxembourg passport holders, it stands midway at 30 out of 50 in total. However, this will not affect you if you're a Luxembourg citizen, wholly or by dual citizenship. Yet, if you want this passport as a secondary safety net, some fee will be applied. But suppose you decide to become a citizen of this country. In that case, your benefits will increase since you'll have legal protection from the government. Number 3. Swedish Passport. The Swedish passport is the third most sought passport currently available worldwide. This document follows closely after its Luxembourg counterpart because, with the Swedish passport, you can travel to 188 countries and the taxation is similar. Especially if you're leaving the country, the tax could be worked around, which isn't a problem because Sweden is a place that's super easy to get out of compared to many other countries. The score for a Swedish passport is 115, so it's no wonder this document ranks so high on our list. However, suppose you're looking for something more affordable and are okay with traveling to one less country. In that case, our next option may be better suited for you. Number 4. Irish Passport. With a third rank in the list of the best passports, an Irish passport gives you numerous benefits as a traveler, with only one country less than Sweden on it. This may look like you're giving up one country by choosing to go with an Irish passport, and you might think a passport index would probably show you so many other versions with more visa-free travel options. A passport index will pull up several countries offering visa-free travel to their neighbors and allies. But visa-free travel doesn't automatically indicate that your document is of good quality. It could also lower your chances of a future dual citizenship opportunity, so it boils down to what you're looking for in a passport. However, for the average nomad, the countries you lose visa privileges to by choosing to obtain your document from Ireland can be inconsequential. Therefore, a rule of thumb here can be to check your benefits thoroughly before jumping in and starting to file your paperwork for an application. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that subscribe button for more content like this. It really helps out our small channel and we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Number 5. Belgian Passport. At the top of the 186 country count lies the Belgian Passport. A Belgian document is just a notch down from the Irish counterpart. However, it still has visa-free access to many places many people dream of visiting. Therefore, the Belgian passport ranks number 4 on the list of the best passports you can get in 2022. European Union travel requires a Schengen visa, which allows you to hop between countries that are part of the European Union. The Schengen area also offers something called Annex II. The Annex doesn't offer you much in general terms, however, it's still worth looking into if you want to travel to a European country. While a lot of European countries have no problem letting tourists in, some can pick and choose or run a different policy for their visas. Turkey is one such country. They had a mixed approach that is now more harmonious since they've started to accept e-visas. Yet this might only be the case with some countries on your bucket list, and the Belgian passport is a good way of getting around that. The Belgian passport has a rule of reciprocity, which is part of the Annex II agreement. Countries that are part of the Schengen area and have the annexed agreement also sign a sheet of reciprocal travel, which allows each member's citizens to come and go freely. However, this only applies for 98 days out of 180. This is a good number considering you're getting one extra week compared to the 90 days out of 180 rule. So the 3 countries that Belgium lacks in comparison to a Luxembourg passport can very well be countries that stayed out of a reciprocal relationship. This may seem extraordinary, but failing to honor a joint agreement often happens between nations. An excellent example of this is the United States and Australia. Neither of these countries allows individuals from Bulgarian territories unless they possess dual citizenship that correlates to Australian or American citizenship. Number 6. Swiss Passport. The Swiss passport ties in with the Belgian passport because it also has 186 countries you can travel to without needing a visa. But as we repeatedly mentioned, this does not necessarily restrict your travel abilities because these countries could correlate to islands and tiny areas that you might not have heard of. The privileges you get with having a Swiss passport include taxation and dual citizenship, not to mention all the travel benefits you will get. So the perception here is excellent, and it's not worth crossing off just because you can't go to 4 countries in a remote part of some island or desert location. Remember, these may be areas you will not even get to if you throw a dart at the miniature globe figure on your desk. Number 7. Finland, the Czech Republic, and Portugal. The reason why we look at Finland, the Czech Republic, and Portugal together is that they all tie in having mutual benefits. Now, these countries all have different numbers of places that you can visit without needing a visa. However, they have similar travel scores, with Finland coming at the top with 189, followed by Portugal with a travel score of 187. Finally, the Czech Republic comes in last with a travel score of 185. However, as is the case with travel scores, the number of countries that you can go to will not be the determining factor of which country you choose to get a passport from. With an average passport index, you would get these countries based on the number of visa-free travel opportunities they have for you. However, the index we put together for this video goes over the numbers and focuses on the benefits, because that's what's going to give you an authentic experience when you're trying to go somewhere that's bucket list worthy and not located in some quiet corner of the earth. Perception rates for these 3 countries could change depending on the indexes and dual citizenship rates. However, this should be fine with your overall travel experience. Number 8. The Netherlands, Japan, and Singapore. To close this list off with another tie, the Netherlands and Singapore are countries that both have the spot for the number 1 best passports to have other than the US passport. These both have great taxation rates. Dual citizenship is looked down on in both the Netherlands and Singapore. However, suppose your birth country was either of these and your family migrated elsewhere. In that case, you will have a better chance of getting citizenship. Either way, the Netherlands allows you to travel to 188 different countries, which covers nearly the 200-country rate that the world encompasses. Singapore is known to offer the world's best passport outside of the US tier. The Japanese passport also shares the same title due to the 192 countries you can travel to without a visa. But the number of countries you're able to go to is one of many things that make these passports one of the best you can get. Their taxation benefits and overall treatment of passport holders are much better than other countries that rank lower on the list. The only downside here is that dual citizenship might be challenging to obtain. Before we close off the video, let's look at a few helpful tips that you can use for your passports. Number 1. You can use colorful stickers to keep individual passports coordinated, especially when traveling with children. Number 2. The officers might stamp a blank page if you're getting your passport checked to qualify for dual citizenship. To save your pages for travel only, you can stick Post-it notes on your passport and ask the officers to stamp that instead. Number 3. Renewing your passport 4 to 6 months before expiration can save you money. A passport isn't inherently good or bad to have. It depends on your needs as a traveler because it comes down to where you want to travel and how often you plan on traveling. But by doing a little more research, you can better understand what will serve you best. What country are you watching this video from? Comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, you're definitely going to love this other video from our channel. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more content like this. If you have other destination suggestions, why don't you tell us below? See you soon, and until then, bon voyage!